Hello, I'm Sebastian. Welcome to Nine Nar Trees podcast. Today, I will summarize and review the book. In The Compassionate Mind, Compassion-Focused Therapy, Dr. Paul Gilbert explores the deeply healing potential of cultivating compassion in our lives. This pivotal book, grounded in decades of clinical psychology research, shines a light on compassion not just as an emotional response, but as a powerful tool for mental and emotional health. Gilbert introduces the concept of compassion-focused therapy, CFT, a revolutionary approach addressing issues like anxiety, depression, and self-criticism by fostering a compassionate mindset towards oneself and others. By integrating scientific insights from neuroscience, evolutionary psychology, and Buddhist philosophy, Gilbert offers readers a path to understanding and alleviating their suffering through the development of inner kindness and empathy. The book's thoughtful structure guides the reader from theory to practice, making the complex interplay of mind, emotion, and behavior accessible and engaging. I will give you key takeaways from this book. Firstly, the evolutionary basis of compassion. Dr. Gilbert delves into the evolutionary psychology behind compassion, making a compelling case for its natural basis within human development. He explores how compassion evolved as a mechanism for social bonding and cooperation, crucial for the survival of our ancestors. The concept extends beyond mere survival, highlighting how evolution has wired our brains for empathy, making compassion a fundamental aspect of our psychological makeup. Gilbert's approach demystifies compassion, positioning it as an intrinsic human trait, shaped by millennia of social interactions and environmental pressures. This perspective not only underscores the universality of compassion, but also illustrates how modern societal constructs often suppress our innate compassionate instincts. Understanding this evolutionary backdrop is essential for reclaiming and cultivating our natural capacity for compassion, both as individuals and communities. Secondly, understanding and overcoming self-criticism. A central theme of The Compassionate Mind is the battle against self-criticism, a pervasive issue that undermines mental health and well-being. Gilbert addresses the roots of self-criticism in evolutionary psychology and social conditioning, illustrating how our brains are wired to focus on threats and negative feedback for survival. However, in modern contexts, this predisposition often translates into harsh self-judgment and relentless internal critique. Through compassion-focused therapy, Gilbert proposes strategies for recognizing and interrupting these cycles of self-criticism by nurturing self-compassion. He introduces practical exercises that encourage readers to relate to themselves with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness, as they would toward a loved one. These practices are not about ignoring flaws, but about approaching them with a compassionate mindset that promotes growth, self-acceptance, and resilience. Thirdly, the Three Circles model of emotional regulation. Gilbert's innovative Three Circles model provides a framework for understanding emotional regulation through the lens of compassion. This model delineates three emotional systems: the threat and self-protection system, the drive and excitement system, and the soothing and contentment system. Most people, particularly those struggling with mental health issues, spend excessive time in the threat system, characterized by anxiety, fear, and aggression. The drive system, while necessary for motivation and achievement, can also lead to stress and burnout when overactivated. Gilbert advocates for the cultivation of the soothing system, often the most underdeveloped, through compassion practices. By consciously nurturing feelings of safeness, contentment, and connectedness, individuals can balance their emotional systems, leading to improved mental health and well-being. This model not only offers insight into the dynamics of our emotional lives, but also provides a practical pathway for fostering emotional balance and resilience. Fourthly, compassion-focused therapy and practice. Gilbert provides a thorough exploration of how compassion-focused therapy can be applied in clinical practice to treat a variety of mental health conditions. He outlines specific techniques and exercises designed to develop compassion towards oneself and others. These include mindfulness practices, imagery exercises, and compassionate letter writing, among others. By teaching individuals to cultivate a compassionate inner voice, CFT aims to counteract patterns of negative self-talk, anxiety, and depression. This approach emphasizes the therapeutic power of developing a kind, supportive, and nurturing relationship with oneself, which in turn enhances one's capacity to extend compassion to others. Gilbert's discussion of CFT in practice not only highlights its effectiveness in treating mental health issues, but also underscores its potential for fostering deeper human connection and empathy in a broader societal context. Lastly, the impact of compassion on society. Dr. Gilbert expands the conversation around compassion beyond the individual to its broader societal implications. He passionately argues that cultivating compassion can transform social interactions and structures, promoting a more empathetic, inclusive, and cohesive society. The book discusses how systemic change can be facilitated through the widespread adoption of compassion-focused principles, impacting everything from education and healthcare to business and politics. By fostering environments that prioritize understanding, care, and cooperation, societies can address fundamental issues such as inequality, discrimination, and conflict. Gilbert's vision of a compassion-led society challenges readers to consider their role in creating more connected and humane communities, emphasizing that each act of compassion contributes to a larger collective well-being. In conclusion, The Compassionate Mind, Compassion-Focused Therapy, by Paul Gilbert, is an essential resource for anyone seeking to cultivate a deeper sense of compassion in their lives and communities. It offers profound insights into the nature of compassion, practical guidance on how to nurture compassion towards oneself and others, and a hopeful vision for a more compassionate society. This book is particularly valuable for mental health professionals, educators, and individuals struggling with self-criticism, anxiety, or depression. However, its lessons are universally applicable, making it a recommended read for anyone interested in personal growth, emotional well-being, and social change. By integrating the practices and principles outlined by Gilbert, readers can embark on a transformative journey towards a more compassionate self and a more inclusive world. The benefits of such a shift are immense, not only enhancing individual mental health and happiness, but also contributing to a more empathetic and understanding global community. If you would like to support Paul Gilbert, you can buy the book through the Amazon link I've provided in the podcast description. After reading the book, please let me know what you think and share your thoughts. See you around.